Was that it? Was that it? Was that it? Was that the team I'm expected to believe can win the Champions League this year? Was that it? Was that all? Is that all we have to offer in these games? Tell me, was that it? What was I watching in this game? What were we doing in this game? Where were our players? You can't tell me that those are Real Madrid players. You can't tell me that. Where were our players in this game? Where were they? I only saw one Real Madrid player today, just one. Just one, and his name was Thibaut Courtois. That's the only player I saw for Real Madrid today. Thibaut Courtois, no other player. No other player. Vini, Mba. Mbappe, Mba. Nobody. Nobody. When I say nobody, I mean nobody. There's usually one or two that maybe will turn up and you say, okay, clap for yourself. Nobody in this game did anything to impress me whatsoever. Bellingham, who is usually a standout, who is usually the guy that just shows discipline, that just shows that is always ready to turn up, was nowhere to be seen. It was nowhere to be seen. Everybody was nowhere to be seen. Rash tackles, rash decision making, terrible performance all over the board. Terrible, absolutely horrific. What was I watching? What was I watching? The team I expect to go and win the Champions League, the team that I expect to do better than last year. This is the team. This is the team. This is the team. You can't. Liverpool. Liverpool. LFC. Liverpool. The Reds. The Reds. How many games have they lost in a row? Yes, they beat Aston Villa, but anybody beats Aston Villa this season? How many games have they lost in a row? Liverpool. The same Liverpool that lost to Man United. United are shit. United are shit. I'm a United fan and I will tell you that United are shit. And they lost to Liverpool. They beat Liverpool at Anfield. They beat Liverpool at Anfield. Okay, Real Madrid, top of the table in La Liga, just won the El Clasico. Turn up. Turn up. Where were you? Nowhere to be seen. Nobody. 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 Like I said, one man showed up today and his name was Thibaut Courtois. Saved us in this game. This game could have been a lot more. How many saves? Saves upon saves upon saves. Szoboszlai save. He saved like 2 Szoboszlai attempts. Saved Van Dijk. So many attempts in this game, I can't even begin to count because that's all that was taken note of. That's all that was actually productive in this game. That's the only thing that Real Madrid did in this game. Make saves. Make saves. Only Courtois. Defending, terrible. Oh my, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started on the defending in this game. Don't even get me started on the defending in this game. Don't even get me started on Dean Housen in this game. Don't even get me started on Dean Housen in this game. What a terrible performance from Dean Housen. Oh my days. Dean Housen. Dean Housen. What were you doing all game, bro? What were you doing all game, bro? Did you even want to play this game? If you didn't want to play, you should have told Alonso you didn't want to play. You should have told Alonso that you did not want to play. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? This guy was terrible. His passing was terrible. His tackling was terrible. His decision making was horrific. Oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, honestly. I actually couldn't believe what I was seeing. Dean Housen, I've talked about this guy in the past, you know. I've talked about this guy in the past. Now, I'm not one of the type of guys that will turn on a player immediately he has a bad performance, but I'll tell you that I've said it that this guy is reckless. This guy is reckless, and in all these big games, he's usually shivering. We saw it in the El Clasico as well. Beginning of the game, mistakes. He grew into the game small, but mistakes in the beginning of the game, during the game, mistakes here and there. Same, this game was just full of mistakes. This game was full of bad decision making and mistakes. He's on the ball, he was horrific, and that's the best thing that he has. Okay, win your tackles, win your dues, nothing. Pass the ball out, nothing. This guy was terrible. This guy was the worst player on the pitch today, and was probably the this guy was the worst player on the pitch today. His worst performance in the Real Madrid shirt, like, it's not even a debate. Like, you can't even debate it. You can't bring up anything. You cannot bring up any Atletico. You cannot bring up anything. Was he in the Atletico match? I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't even know, and I don't care. We lost that game as well. We lost that game as well. A challenge, Real Madrid. We have a challenge in front of us. Let us prove that we are ready to take on this UCL. Let us prove that we are better than last season. Let us show the world that we're better than last season. Yes, we beat Juve, but Juve have not been up to it this season. We let us show the world our up to it. We want the classical, but let's show the world. Let's do it on the UCL stage, European stage. Let's do it. And you do it. No, you did rubbish. You did rubbish. You did rubbish. You did rubbish. What the God, Liverpool, you know. This was the best time to beat Liverpool. This was like there's literally no better time to beat Liverpool. What, they won against Aston Villa, they won against Frankfurt. What is that all? Is that all? This is the best time. This is the best time to get your get back after that 2-0 performance last season. That rubbish. That rubbish. This was your time to get your get back, and this is what you do. You guys are going into this game with momentum, and this is what you do. This is what you do. I really thought that we were different, honestly. I really thought that we were different. See me going into this game, I was saying that, oh, don't worry, it's not the same Mbappe. Don't worry about it. Oh, the new Mbappe is here. It's not the same one that you saw last season. I felt like I was watching the same guy. I felt like I was watching the same guy. It was the same guy as last season. Nowhere to be seen in the game. Gets on the ball, gets taken off the ball easily. Nowhere to be seen. Couldn't create anything. Was nowhere to be seen in this whole game. Terrible performance from everybody. Terrible performance from Mbappe. Terrible performance from anybody. I don't even know if it's the game plan. I don't know what it is. But it was just terrible. It was actually terrible. Vinny got cooked by Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley, the same guy that held us down last season, is the same guy that is holding us down. This guy owns Real Madrid. Was saying that, oh, Alvaro owns Lamine, Nuno Mendes owns. This guy owns Real Madrid. He owns Mbappe. He owns Vinny. Conor Bradley, you know, holding down Vinicius Junior, Ballon d'Or contender Vinicius Junior. Mbappe that looks to win a Ballon d'Or. That's the guy that is holding us down. Conor Bradley. Conor Bradley. This guy is going to be in Liverpool in the next 4 seasons. Conor Bradley. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful. What are we doing? What are we doing? It is actually embarrassing. Like, Vinny could not pass this guy once. Vinny could not pass this guy once. Vinny was probably our best player in that game. Funny enough, Vinny was probably our best player in that game. Outfield players. He was probably our best player. And he was shit. The standards were not that high. He was shit. Can you imagine? You can imagine that the only time I said we might create something is when Vinny was on the ball and Bradley was getting the ball every single time. We're shit. Absolutely shit. There was nothing. We had nothing. No game plan. No nothing. No nothing. We went to go and do our left side biased rubbish. You know what's so crazy? We came out with the same lineup that we came out with in the El Clasico, and I thought to myself, okay, we're going to run it back. Alonso is going to do that whole right-hand side thing that he did with Bellingham and Camavinga and everything. There was nothing there. We had nothing there. We didn't create anything from there. It was so easy for Liverpool. Literally, just put all your players on the left-hand side and just tell them to mark Vinny and mark Mbappe. That was all, because that was all we had to offer in this game. There was no right-hand side attack. Where was the right-hand side attack? Okay, we realized that we are not attacking from the right-hand side. Bring on Mastantuano, bring on Brahim Diaz, bring on Trent, bring on someone that can give us that attack on the right-hand side, bring us that balance so we can actually have 2 ways of attacking in this game. When do we bring on Brahim Diaz? When do we bring up all the other guys? When? Was not towards the end of the game? When we already lost? When it was already over? When our hope was already done? Because I didn't believe we were coming back in this game. I did not believe that we were coming back in this game. I did not believe it. I could not believe it. From what I was seeing, I could not believe it. Nothing changed. First half, shit. Second half, even more shit. Second half, even more. Oh my god. Like the lack of energy. I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Alonso before this game said that he has to go and attack Liverpool. He has to go and basically be proactive, win the ball in their half and everything. Liverpool just said, thanks for the game plan, bro. Thanks for the game plan, because that's exactly what they did to us. That's exactly what they did to us. And I'm sorry, but it's a bit naive to believe that you're going to go to Anfield and be winning the ball off Liverpool in their own half. It's a bit naive, in my opinion. It's a bit naive. Don't get me wrong. I understand. I like the big club mentality. I like everything, but it's a bit naive to believe that you actually go to Anfield and you'll be the one winning the ball in their own half. Anfield is Anfield at the end of the day. No matter how shit Liverpool are that season, Anfield is Anfield. Anfield is Anfield. I'm not saying that you cannot win at Anfield. I'm not saying that you cannot win dominantly at Anfield. I'm just saying that you cannot be naive when you're going to Anfield. Anfield is Anfield. We all know Anfield. Everybody in Europe knows Anfield. Everybody in Europe knows Anfield. And we don't even do that. So it's not as if like that was even the flow in our game plan. We don't even do that. Liverpool did that to us all game. All game. They pinned us in our own half. We had nothing. Nobody could play out. There was no build up. We could not build up from the back. We could not build up from the back. We can't build up from the back. We can't break down teams. We can't do anything. We can't do anything. We're hoping that Vinny will take on Conor Bradley and he couldn't. Mbappe nowhere to be seen. Bellingham had a terrible game. Everybody just looked far off it. Everybody looked miles off it. Like nobody, like I said, only Courtois, nobody else. If not for Courtois, I've said this thing too many times. If not for Courtois, if not for the fact that we have a competent goalkeeper in our nets, God will be collecting sometimes, yeah. God will be collecting. We'll be collecting, would have collected in this game if not for Courtois. If not for Courtois, thank God for Courtois. Oh, God. Dean Housen, Dean Housen, God, Dean Housen, God. Like, wow. Wow, this is why I said that Eden Militao is the better out of the two centre backs. This is why, like, it's not even a debate. Like, this is why I said it. Like, who, hmm, hmm, who can I even give applause, small applause, so that I can be happy small? Who can I give small applause? I'll say Alvaro versus Salah in the first half. Maybe Alvaro had it, but in the second half, Salah had it, bro. Salah had it. Anfield, Liverpool. See me thinking that my boys were getting the job done. See me thinking that, oh, Man U won. Of course, Real Madrid got to win. Of course, we're getting our get back this year. Of course, we're. When I tell you, this is why I don't like doing score predictions. This is why I don't like saying that, oh, we're definitely going to win. This is why, no matter, this is why. This is why, because when I actually believe with my whole heart that we're going to win, we end up doing this rubbish because it's not even the fact that we lost. Losing is fine. Losing is fine. We've won all our other Champions League games. Losing is fine. It is the way that you lose. That's what gets me going. That's what gets me annoyed. The way that you lose. This is why I was so annoyed against Atletico Madrid. Yes, we lost. 5-2 is embarrassing, but it was the way that we lost. We never even turned up in the game. The game plan was rubbish. The substitutions were crazy. That is why I was annoyed. Now going into this game, the exact same thing. Game plan rubbish. We did not show any energy. We did not show any fights. We did not show any fights whatsoever. No game plan whatsoever. We could not build up. We could not create chances. In the first half, I swear, our first official proper chance was that Burnham chance towards the end of the half. I swear that was like our first proper chance. I swear, this game we could not create anything. We could not do anything. The best thing about us is supposed to be our attack, and our attack was shit today. Our attack was shit. Is this the team that is supposed to believe we can win the Champions League? Is this the team that was supposed to be sending shivers to everybody in Europe? This team, that performance. Our first big test, big proper test in the Champions League, our first. We failed our first big test in La Liga. Thankfully, we won against Barcelona. Okay, let's have a big test against Liverpool in the Champions League at Anfield. Let's have a test. And like I said, I was okay with getting like a draw or even potentially losing. If you had gone into this game and we're creating chances, not necessarily the better team, but just doing Real Madrid things and maybe Liverpool scored the set piece that they did, I'll say fair enough, bro. I'll hold my hands up and I'll say fair enough. I'll say we went to Anfield, we put up a fight and we lost. Fair enough. Fair enough. Liverpool needed to give it their all in this game. They have a lot to fight for. Trent is coming back. They want to prove a point, all that rubbish. Fair enough. Fair enough. But no, we come here, put up a disgusting performance in front of the English fans. And I don't even care if people believe that we're going to win Champions League or not. Like, I don't care about other people that are not Real Madrid fans believing we're going to win the Champions League. It's about us believing in ourselves that we can win the Champions League. And from this performance, there's not going to be any belief whatsoever. From this performance, there's not going to be any belief whatsoever. We saw the Juve game was another shit performance, but we ended up winning the game. Thank God. Thank God we ended up winning the game. But this is the same thing. Juve was even like you can even argue that Juve was a test that we kind of failed, but won the game. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm just talking some rubbish right now. I actually don't know. Actually don't know, man. Actually don't know. Like I said, like terrible performances across the board. There's no point of saying who. Obviously, Dean Housen was the worst. Like Dean Housen was the worst, but guy, there was no. Mm, God. God. Nah. I can't even do this. I can't even do this. Do I believe that Real Madrid can win the Champions League this year? Not like this. If we come against Arsenal, we're cooked. If we come up against Arsenal, we are cooked. We are cooked because what I've shown right now is that any defense, any side that shows even small proper defending, even small proactivity in the game, we're cooked. That's what we're showing. That's what we're showing. If the side decides to press us, if the side has a good defense that day, if the defenders turn up that game, we're cooked. That's what I'm seeing. Vinny cannot pass Conor Bradley. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm saying. And crosses, I said this thing before as well. Crosses, cross the ball into the box and we're cooked. Cross the ball into the box, we're cooked. We made Florian Wirtz look class. Florian Wirtz, we made the guy look class. Nah, I can't even get into like I'm done. I'm done. I'm actually done. I'm done. Yo, thank you guys again for tuning in. You know, I always appreciate it. I'm going to try to stay consistent, all of that rubbish. And I hope to see you guys again next time. Safe man.